ஆண்டாள் திருவடிகளே சரணம், ஆழ்வார் திருவடிகளே சரணம், எம்பெருமானார் திருவடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். ஸ்ரீசைலேஷ தயாபாத்திரம் தீபக்தியாதி குணாண்டமம் யதீந்திர பிரவணம் வந்தே ரம்ம ஜாமாதரம் முனிம் ரம்ய ஜாமாத்திரி யோகீந்திர பாத ரேகாமயம் சதா ததா யத்தாத்ம சத்தாதிம் ராமானுஜ முனிம் பஜே. லக்ஷ்மீநாத சமாரம்பாம் நாதயாமுன மத்தியமாம் அஸ்மதாச்சாரிய பரியந்தாம் வந்தே குரு பரம்பராம். யோ நித்யமச்சுதபதாம்புஜ யுக்மருக்ம வியாமோகதஸ்ததிதராணி திருநாயமேனே अस्मद्गुरोर् भगवतोऽस्य दैहिकसिन्धोः रामानुजस्य चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये. मातापिता युवतयस्तनया विभूतिः सर्वं यदेव नियमेन मदन्मयानाम् आद्यस्य न कुलपतेरुकुलाभिरामम् श्रीमत्तदङ्घ्रियुगळं प्रणमामि मूर्ध्ना. भूतं सरश्च महताह्वये भट्टनाथ श्रीभक्तिसार कुलशेखर योगिवाहान् भक्ताङ्ग्रिरेण प्रकाले यतीन्द्रमिश्रान् श्रीमत्पराङ्कुशमुनिं प्रणतोऽस्मि नित्यम्. அல்லினாள் தாமரைமேல் ஆரணெங்கினின் துணைவி மல்லி நாடாண்ட மடமையில் மெல்லியனாள் ஆயர் குலவேந்தன் ஆகத்தால் தென்புதுவை வேயர் பயந்த விளக்கு. கோலச்சிறிசங்கை மாயன் செவ்வாயின் குணமினமும் சீலத்தினள் தென் திருமல்லி நாடி செழுங்குழல் மேல் மாலைத்துடை தென்னரங்கரிக்கியும் மதிப்புடைய சோலைக்கிளி அவள் தூய நற்பாதம் துணை நமக்கே. We have been enjoying the meanings for dhivyaprabandhams in English. We have completed Tirupallandu and Periyalvar Tirumozhi. Now we are enjoying nAchchiyAr Tirumozhi. nAchchiyAr Tirumozhi is a beautiful composition by nAchchiyAr, Godamma. She has given these beautiful pasurams revealing her intimate interaction with Bhagavan. nAchchiyAr is none other than Bhumi Pirati, Bhumi Devi. And she has descended to this world to uplift all of us. Through her pasurams, she is bringing out her deep emotions towards Bhagavan. In that we have seen 12th decade, Mattiriddirgatku Ariyalaga, where she wanted to be carried to different places where Krishna would be present. Now we are moving on to 13th decade, kaNNan ennum karundevam. Let us see Periyavachan Pillai's beautiful introduction section first, and then we will go through each pasuram with its meanings. Periyavachan Pillai explains, for those who observed nAchchiyAr's situation, her state, they cannot easily walk towards any place which she wanted to be carried to, whether it is Mathura, Gokulam, Dwaraka. Those who observe nAchchiyAr in such a pitiable state, they cannot even go to those places, because even they will be broken. Their hearts will be broken looking at nAchchiyAr's state. Now if they tried so hard and they went, maybe they can walk, but they have to carry nAchchiyAr in a cart or a palanquin. So somehow she has to be carried. Hence, nAchchiyAr is saying, if you would like to help me, if you would like to do some remedy for my situation, what you have to do now is get something related to Krishna. Whether it is his Tiruthurai, Tulsi garland, whether it is the clothes which he wore, something related to Bhagavan, please bring that to me, touch that with me, or touch me with that, and try to save me, protect me. Now when she says this, those who are there, they are all asking, are you really struggling? Is it even possible that you will struggle like this? Shouldn't you see about your clan? Shouldn't you think about your clan? Shouldn't you eliminate the blame he will be getting? So these are the questions asked by mothers and relatives who are present there. So the idea here is they are asking, are you even really suffering or are you pretending? Is it even possible that someone will suffer like this so much in separation? Shouldn't you look at your clan who have not violated the Prapati Maryada, that is, they have remained firm that Bhagavan will come and accept them instead of trying on their own. So shouldn't you preserve that tradition, preserve that practice? And then finally they are asking, don't you want to avoid blames, accusations on Bhagavan? Because if you keep complaining like this, people will say that Bhagavan is letting you go through so much struggle, torment. So they will blame him. So they are asking these questions. For that, nAchchiyAr is saying, whatever words you are speaking with particular intention here to hold me back, they are not matching my situation. Now you are forced to go and help me, and help me in the way that brings something related to Bhagavan and throw that at me, so that I will be protected. I will be able to live in this world. So that is the introduction given by Periyavachan Pillai. Now we will move on to each pasuram. First pasuram. கண்ணன் என்னும் கருந்தெய்வம் காட்சி பழகி கிடப்பேனை புண்ணில் புளிப்பெய்தாற் போல புறநின்று அழகு பேசாதே பெண்ணின் வருத்தம் அறியாத பெருமான் அறையில் பீதக வண்ண வாடை கொண்டு என்னை வாட்டம் தனிய வீசீரே. In the first pasuram, nAchchiyAr is requesting her relatives, her mothers, to go and bring the waist cloth, the dress, yellow vastram, pitambaram, which is worn by Krishna, and fan her with that cloth, so that her suffering will reduce. Let us see the word by word meaning. kaNNan ennum, Sri Krishna, karundeivam, the Supreme Lord who is having dark complexion. Kachi, in seeing, பழகி கிடப்பேனை, me who is used to seeing Krishna. O mothers, all of you, புறம் நின்று, being separate from me, having different thoughts from me, புண்ணில் புளி பெய்தாற் போல், just like the tamarind juice is poured on a wound which will cause so much burn. அழகு பேசாதே, similarly you are giving me advice, instructions, that is, don't do this, wait for Krishna, wait for him to come, and so on, giving this advice. பெண்ணின் வருத்தம் அறியாத பெருமான் அறையில். So avoiding such advice, you should rather do this, do what I am saying, that is, Krishna, who doesn't understand the suffering of women, he always makes women suffer. Such Krishna's waist cloth, பீதகவண்ண ஆடை கொண்டு, pitambaram, that is yellow vastram which Krishna wears, bringing that, vatam taniya, to eliminate my suffering in separation. Ennai visir, you fan me with that cloth so that my heat, separation causes tapam, heat, and let that heat reduce in me. If you fan me with that cloth, then my heat will reduce, says nAchchiyAr in the first Pasaram. In the commentary, how nAchchiyAr is lying down without any reactions, with deep sorrow, that is explained. First, Akalanga Nattalvan, there is a Sri Vaishnava who says she is in such a desperate situation that she no longer desires to embrace Krishna. Now she is not even able to turn around when she is lying down. Such is her pitiable state. So that is how she is really in sorrow, in deep sorrow. A similar situation is explained in Sri Ramayanam when Sri Rama was going to forest in exile. At that time, all his friends, they were all in deep sorrow. That is explained in Sri Ramayanam, Ayodhya Kandam. Yetu Ramasya Suhrda Sarve Te Mudachetasaha Shokabharena Chakrantaha Shayanam Na Jahustata. In that shlokam, all the friends of Sri Rama, they are all bewildered, being unable to even get up from the bed where they are sleeping. That is how they were so much in sorrow. In that shlokam it is explained. So similarly, nAchchiyAr is in great sorrow that she cannot even move from her lying posture. That is first explained. An interesting point is explained by Parashara Bhattar. Why nAchchiyAr is asking for the waist cloth? Why not the cloth which is used to cover Krishna's upper body? That is Uttariyam, for example. Nanjir asks this question to Parashara Bhattar, and for that Parashara Bhattar explains, because she is a very dear consort of Krishna, she is very eager to get the cloth which has more of his sweat. Usually waist cloth, in the waist region there will be more sweat, and hence being a dear consort, nAchchiyAr is desiring for that, explains Parashara Bhattar. Next, second Pasuram. Valadhilayil tuyal konda paraman valaipattirundhenai velal tunnam peidharpol vendittellam pesade kolal niraimaithu ayanai kudandai kadanda kudamadi neelarthannan thuzhai kondu en nerimen kudal mel sootire. So in this Pasuram, nAchchiyAr is requesting all the relatives to go and bring the cool tulasi and decorate her hair with that tulasi. And she wants that tulasi from Krishna, especially Bhagavan who is present in Tirukudandai, Aramuda Bhagavan, who is none other than Krishna himself. So nAchchiyAr is requesting for that in this Pasuram. Word by word meanings. Pal Alilayil. In the banyan leaf, which is very, very tender, and Krishna is reclining there in a very childish form, like a very newborn baby. Tuyil Konda, one who is mercifully reclining. Paraman, who is that? He is Supreme Lord. Paraman means one who is Supreme Lord. Valai, in his net, in his web. Pattirundhenai, I am caught in that net which is spread by Bhagavan, who is reclining on the banyan leaf. Velal tunnam peidal pol. Just as piercing someone with spear, the weapon, like that, Venditellam pesade. Don't speak whatever you want to say, advising me. Don't do that. Rather, what you can do is, I and I, being cowherd, kolal, having a stick which is usually held by cowherd boys. With that stick, niraimaithu, tending the cows. And then Kudandai Kidanda. And then he came and reclined in Tirukudandai as Aramudha Bhagavan. Apariyaptamritam. That is the Sanskrita name of Tirukudandai Bhagavan. Kudamadi. He is the one who danced with pots. That Krishna's Neel or Tannan Tudai Kondu. Very fresh, very cool, beautiful Tulasi, Tiruthurai. Bringing that, Neri men. Neri means very dense, men means very soft. Yen Kudal male. On my hair, which is both dense as well as soft. Sutir. You decorate my hair with that Tulasi, and that will give me relief. So in every pasaram, nAchchiyAr is requesting for an item or a thing which is related to Bhagavan somehow, Krishna, and she wants that to be applied on him, applied on her. So in each pasaram, that is what she is enjoying. That is second pasaram. Third pasaram. Kanjai kainda karuvilli kaDaikan siரைக்கோலால் நெஞ்சூடுருவ வேவுண்டு நிலையும் தளர்ந்து நைவேனை அஞ்சேல் என்னான் அவனொருவன் அவன் மார்பணிந்த வனமாலை வஞ்சியாதே தருமாகில் மார்பில் கொணர்ந்து புரட்டீரே. This is the third pasaram where nAchchiyAr is requesting the relatives to go and get the vanamala. Vanamala is a special garland which is worn by Bhagavan, Vishnu, Krishna in this case. So she is requesting that vanamala to be brought from Krishna, and she wants to rub that vanamala on her bosoms, on her chest, so that she will feel relaxed. All her sufferings will be gone. Kanjai, Kamsa, Kainda, one who killed, one who destroyed. Karuvilli, Krishna, who is having eyebrows which are very dark and which look like bow. They are well bent. kaDaikan ennum, with his side glance. kaDaikan means the side vision. siரைக்கோலால், with the arrows which are having wings. So Krishna's eyes are like arrows which are having wings. The eyelid can be said as wings, and the eyebrows are explained as bow. This is a very beautiful narration of Krishna's eyes. With that arrows, Nenju Uduruva, throughout my heart. Vevundu, being shot and being burnt. Nilayam tadandu, being shaken, being unable to stand. Naivenai, me who is suffering in this manner towards me. Anjel ennan avanoruvan. Krishna is a unique personality, and he is not saying don't fear, don't be worried. Looking at my situation, he is not saying that. Avan, such Bhagavan, மார்பு அணிந்த, the Vanamalai, that is Vanamala, which is being decorated on his divine chest, Vanchiyade, without cheating us, Tarumagil, if he gives, if he grants us, Konanadu, bringing that garland, marble, on my bosoms, on my chest, Puratir, rub them well, so that all my heat within will be eliminated, says nAchchiyAr in this pasuram. To explain how there are different yogis who practice different vidyasthanam, like Sadvidya, Dahara Vidya, and they are fully immersed in those vidyas. Like that, here, nAchchiyAr is immersed in the vidya of Netram, that is, Bhagavan's divine eyes. She is immersed in that. So, that is explained in the commentary for this pasuram. Fourth pasuram. ஆரே உலகத்தாற்றுவார் ஆயர்பாடி கவர்ந்துண்ணும் காரேர் உழக்க உழக்குண்டு தளர்ந்தும் முறிந்தும் கிடப்பேனை ஆரா அமுத மனையான் அமுதவாயில் ஊறிய நீர்தான் கொணர்ந்து புலராமே பருக்கி இழைப்பை நீக்கீரே. In this pasuram, nAchchiyAr is requesting for Krishna's saliva, the water from his mouth. As a dear consort, she really enjoys his saliva and she wants that to be brought here. Let's see the word by word meanings. Ayarpadi, all of Thiruvaipadi, that is Sri Gokulam. Kavarndu unnum, one who is taking and enjoying, one who accepts everything and enjoys. Kar yeru, like a dark bull. Krishna, who is like that. Ulaka, as he torments. Ulakundu, as I am being tormented. Talarndum murindum kidappenai, I am suffering in so many different ways and I am totally broken. Such me, Ulagathu, in this world, Aatruvar, one who can console and pacify me. Are, who is there? Who can console me and pacify me when I am tormented by Krishna and when I am being totally broken like this? Hearing that, her mothers and relatives, they all say, oh, we are all here. What should we do for you to become happy? For that, nAchchiyAr is saying, Ara amudam anayantan, one who is like nectar. Even though we take too much of nectar, we will still not be satisfied. We want more. So he is like that. Such Krishna's amudam vayil, in his divine mouth, where divine nectar, saliva, secretes, uriya, the saliva which is secreted there, nirdan, that taste, that water, konardu, you bring that, pularame parikki, you make me drink that so that my body doesn't become dry. Ilaipai neekir, eliminate my weakness, eliminate my suffering, says nAchchiyAr. In the previous pasuram, she desired on the first pasuram, she desired for the sweat from his divine form. Here she is desiring for the saliva from his divine mouth. These are common between lovers. They expect such enjoyment from each other. So here, nAchchiyAr being Krishna's divine consort, she desires for these aspects. Next, fifth pasuram. அழிலும் தொழிலும் உருக்காட்டான் அஞ்சேல் என்னான் அவன் ஒருவன் தழுவி முடிசி புகுந்தென்னை சுற்றிச் சுழன்று போகானால் தழையின் பொழில்வாய் நிறைப்பின்னே நெடுமாலூதி வருகின்ற குழலின் துளைவாய் நீர் கொண்டு குளிரமுகத்து தடவீரே. அழிலும், even if we cry, தொழிலும், even if we pray, உருக்காட்டான், he is not showing his form to us. அஞ்சேல் என்னான் அவன், he is not even saying don't worry, don't fear. Even if he doesn't show his form, at least he can say a few words to pacify us. He is not even doing that. Oruvan, such great personality. Here nAchchiyAr is sarcastically saying, such Krishna, புகுந்து, coming here, என்னை தழுவி மொழிசி, embracing me tightly, சுற்றிச் சுழன்று, surrounding me from all directions, போகான், he is not leaving from here. He should come, he should embrace me tightly, he should surround me completely. But he is not doing any of that. All, alas, what a sorrowful situation. Tadayin Podilvai, under the umbrella which is made using peacock feathers. In the forest you get a lot of peacock feathers, so Krishna always carries peacock feathers, and even his umbrella is made of peacock feathers. Niraipinne, going behind the cattle, the cows. Nedumal, one who is having great love, Krishna who is having great love, Udi Varigendra, he is playing the flute. Kularin Tulaivai, that flute's holes, coming out of that, those holes, neer kondu, with that water. That is, when Krishna plays the flute, his saliva comes out of the flute holes. So, with that water, mugathu, on my face, kulirat tadavir, you apply that, anoint me with that water, with that saliva, on my face, so that I cool down. So here, nAchchiyAr is requesting that anyway that saliva is going to be wasted, he plays the flute, the saliva comes out and it goes to nowhere. At least bring that saliva and apply that on my face so that I become cool, I cool down, says nAchchiyAr in this pasaram. That is 5th pasaram. Next, 6th pasaram. நடையொன்றில்லா உலகத்து நந்தகோபன் மகன் என்னும் கொடிய கடிய திருமாலால் குழப்புக்கூறு குழப்பட்டு புடையும் பெயர கில்லேன் நான் போட்கண் மிதித்த அடிப்பாட்டில் பொடித்தான் கொணர்ந்து பூசீர்கள் போகா உயிரின் உடம்பையே. In this pasaram, nAchchiyAr is requesting her mothers to bring the dust from his lotus feet. Wherever he stepped on, that dust to be brought here and applied on her body. Nadai ஒன்று இல்லா உலகத்து. In this world where there is no proper following, proper adherence of the boundaries, everything is violated. In this world where everything is violated, every rule is violated, Nandagopan Magan ennum, being famous as Sri Nandagopa's son, Kodiya, very merciless, Kadiya, selfish, Thirumalal, by Shriyapati, Sriman Narayana, Krishna, by him, Nan, me who don't have any strength, Kulappukuru Kodapattu, being tormented greatly, Udai Peravum Killen, I am unable to move even a little bit. In this situation, Potkan means one who is shameless. That Krishna who is shameless, Miditta Adipatil, wherever he placed his divine feet. Podidhan, Sri Padaduli, that is the dust from the lotus feet where he stepped on. Konardu, bringing that, Poga Uir en Udambai, my life, my prana, it's not leaving this body. It is still holding on. So, on that body where my life still exists, பூசியீர்கள், apply that on my body, says nAchchiyAr. Here, talking about Sri Nandagopa, it is explained that Nandagopa is very dharmika. He always abides by dharma, very compassionate, very orderly. And for that it is explained in the commentary by Periyavachan Pillai that he is like sArathy. There is a devotee named sArathy. Like Nandagopa, this sArathy is also very merciful. Actually, Periyavachan Pillai is saying Nandagopa is as dharmika as sArathy. And also here, nAchchiyAr says, Kodiya Kadiya Thirumalal. This is a very rare usage of saying Thirumal. Sriman Narayana is very cruel and very selfish. Usually, when Alvars say Mal, then Narayana, then they associate sometimes in anger from separation, that he is very cruel, he is not accepting me. But usually they will not say Thirumal, because Thirumal means Sriman Narayana, Bhagavan with Sri Mahalakshmi, and Sri Mahalakshmi will ensure that when we are going towards him, she will ensure that he accepts us. So Thirumal is the word usually used only while showing the compassionate side of Bhagavan. But here Kodiya Kadiya Thirumalal is said. This is similar to Arulada Thirumalar, that is said by Nammalvar. Nammalvar also says Arulada Thirumalar. For this, one beautiful explanation is given, that previous acharyas would explain this as here nAchchiyAr is seeking Sri Mahalakshmi's recommendation, help. That is why Kodiya Kadiya Mal, who is with Thiru. It is explained like that by Purvacharyas. But then Pillan, Tirukurugai Piran Pillan would explain that no, here nAchchiyAr is saying that Bhagavan has learnt all of this tormenting devotees from Sri Mahalakshmi. For this, nAchchiyAr goes and asks Parashara Bhattar, how can cruelty be associated with Sri Mahalakshmi? That is the question. For that, Parashara Bhattar explains, if we always say Sri Mahalakshmi is the reason for Bhagavan's compassion, and when Bhagavan is not showing that compassion, we can say the same thing. That is, Sri Mahalakshmi is the reason for his lack of compassion also. So that is the mood nAchchiyAr is showing here. She was expecting Sri Mahalakshmi to make Bhagavan to accept her immediately, but she is also not facilitating. So she is upset with that, and that is why she is saying Kodiya Kadiya Thirumal, says Periyavachan Pillai in the commentary here. Next, 7th பாசுரம். வெற்றிக்கருள கொடியாந்தன் மீமீதாடா உலகத்து வெற்ற வெறிதே பெற்றதாய் வேம்பேயாக வளர்த்தாளே குற்றமற்ற முலை தன்னை குமரன் கோல பனைத்தோளோடு அற்ற குற்றம் அவை தீர அணை அமுக்கி கட்டீரே. In this பாசுரம், nAchchiyAr is having a very wild idea. She wants her bosoms to be tied tightly to Bhagavan's, that is Krishna's, well grown out shoulders. That is, she wants Krishna to embrace her tightly. That is the desire she is revealing here, and with that she feels that she will become pacified from all her past sufferings in separation. Let us see the word by word meaning. Karulan வெற்றி கொடியான் தன் மீ மீது ஆடா உலகத்து. Karula means Garuda. So, having Garuda as his victorious flag, such Bhagavan's orders, Ajna, that is orders, cannot be violated by the people of this world. So in such world, Petrathai, Yashoda, Mother Yashoda, here Yashoda is Krishna's foster mother only. Still, she is as good as the mother who gave birth to him. So such Mother Yashoda who gave birth to him, Vetra Veride, with no use for anyone. And not only he is not useful for anyone, Vembhagave, like neem. Neem is usually very bitter. Like that, Valarthal, she has raised him. So she has raised Krishna in a manner that he is not only useless for others, but he is also bitter for others. If he torments someone, they cannot tolerate that. Such is his nature. Still, nAchchiyAr says, I only want to embrace such Krishna. Kutramatra. So these words, we can understand that they are said out of anger in separation, sorrow in separation. That kind of privilege is there for nAchchiyAr. She can say harsh words about Krishna because of their close relationship. Kutramatra, not having any fault. That is, her bosoms, Mulaitannai, her bosoms which don't have any faults. Here fault means existing for someone else other than Krishna. These bosoms, nAchchiyAr's bosoms, don't have such fault. They will not exist for anyone other than Krishna. Kumaran. Kumaran means one who is in Kaumara stage, that is very youthful stage. Such Krishna's Kolam Panai Tolodu, beautiful and well branched out shoulders, like a Karpaka Vriksham. His shoulders are well grown out. With such divine shoulders, Atra Kutram Avaitira, all their faults. Just now she told there are no faults in her bosoms, that they don't belong to anyone else other than Krishna. But now she is saying the fault of abandoning me and desiring for Krishna only, or Krishna's shoulders only. To eliminate such fault, to pacify such desire, Anaya Amukki Kattir, you tightly bind those bosoms with his shoulders so that they remain pacified. Here bosoms mean her devotion. Her devotion is exclusively for Krishna, and her devotion should be submitted to Krishna. That is her desire, and that is being narrated in this manner by nAchchiyAr. We have seen this before. Anytime we hear eyes, that represent knowledge. Anytime we hear bosoms, that represent bhakti, devotion. Anytime there is talk about waist, that is about vairagyam, detachment. So, eyes are big, that means knowledge is vast. Bosoms are very big, that means they are having great devotion. And then the waist is very slim or thin, that means one has no attachment towards anything else other than Bhagavan. So these are the internal meanings. So in this pasuram, nAchchiyAr is saying her devotion belongs to Krishna and it should be submitted to Krishna. That is explained by saying, bind my bosoms tightly to Krishna's shoulders. That is 7th pasuram. And then 8th pasuram. Ulle urigi naivenai, ulalo, ilalo, yennada, கொள்ளை கொள்ளி குறும்பனை கோவர்தனனை கண்டக்கால் கொள்ளும் பயனொன்றில்லாத கொங்கை தன்னை கிழங்கோடும் அள்ளிப்பறித்திட்டு அவன் மார்பில் எரிந்து என் அழலை தீர்வேனே. Here also, nAchchiyAr is saying, Krishna is avoiding me. He is not accepting me. When I see him, to eliminate my sorrow, I will pluck out my blossoms and throw them on him so that he can enjoy my blossoms. So he is tormenting me so much, but I want to still offer my devotion to him only, says nAchchiyAr in this pasaram. Ulle urigi naivenai. I am melting inside. I am getting broken inside. On my matter, ulalo ilalo ennada. Is she alive or is she dead? He is not even asking such question. Kollai kolli. One who captured everything from me. One who took away everything from me. Kurumbanai. One who is always teasing women. Such Krishna. Govardhananai. One who lifted the Govardhana hill. He helped all the cowherds and cattle and all of that. Still, he is tormenting women like me. Kandakal. When I see him, at the time I see him, kollum payan ondru illada. There is no use for me with these blossoms. My blossoms are meant to be enjoyed by Bhagavan. That is, my devotion is to be enjoyed by Bhagavan. If my devotion is not meeting the target, meeting Bhagavan, then what is the use of my devotion? So she is saying, my blossoms are not of any use. Kongai dannai. These blossoms of mine, kilangodum alli paritittu, plucking them out from their base, from their roots. Avan marvil erindu, I will throw them on Krishna's chest. En alalai, my sorrow, teerven. I will eliminate my sorrow by doing this, because I have this devotion, but he is not accepting that. So what can I do? I can just throw my devotion on him, hoping that he can accept. Similarly, I have these blossoms which are to be enjoyed by him, but he is not enjoying them. So I will pluck them out and throw them on him, hoping that he will enjoy them. Says nAchchiyAr in this 8th pasaram. 9th pasaram. கொம்மை முலைகள் இடர் தீர கோவிந்தர்கோர் குத்தேவல் இம்மை பிறவி செய்யாதே இனிப்போய் செய்யும் தவந்தானேன் செம்மையுடைய திருமார்வில் சேர்த்தானேலும் ஒரு நான்று மெய்மை சொல்லி முகம் நோக்கி விடைதான் தருவேன் மிக நன்றே. In this pasaram, nAchchiyAr is questioned by her mothers and relatives who are around her. They are asking, why are you using such harsh words on Bhagavan? Why are you saying that you will pluck your blossoms and throw them on him? Why don't you focus on Antaryami? Why don't you pursue other upayams like Bhakti Yogam and try to reach him? For that, nAchchiyAr is responding, I want to enjoy him in this body. I don't want to do some upayam, do some sadhanam in this birth, and then in the next birth go and get some benefit. I don't want that. So for that, I am looking for his mercy only, says nAchchiyAr in this pasaram. Let us see the word by word meanings. Kommai mulaigal, my huge blossoms which are going towards Krishna. Idartira, to pacify their urge. Govindakku, for Krishna. Or kutreval, very confidential kainkaryam, antaranga kainkaryam. Immai piravi, in this birth itself, seyyade, without being able to do that, ini, after this birth is over, poi, going into Paramapadam, seyyum, whatever we can do, tavandanen, what is the penance, what tapasya can we do? செம்மையுடைய திருமார்பில். Due to many devotees embracing him, his divine chest is reddish in color. சேர்த்தானேலும், if he accepts me, if he embraces me, நன்று, that is good. ஒரு நான்று, one day, முகம் நோக்கி, seeing my face, மெய்மை சொல்லி, saying the truth, speaking the truth, விடைதான் தருமேல். Even if he says, I don't want you, on my face, and if he pushes me away, bids me farewell, மிக நன்று, that is very good. So if he accepts me on his divine chest, embraces me, that is good. But if he says, I don't want you, go away, and rejects me, that is very good. Because nAchchiyAr is already gone through so much suffering and separation, she is too upset that she is saying in this manner. Finally, 10th பாசுரம். அல்லல் விளைத்த பெருமானை ஆயர்பாடி கனிவிளக்கை வில்லிபுதுவை நகர் நம்பி விட்டு சித்தன் வியன்கோதை வில்லை தொலைத்த புருவத்தாள் வேட்கையுற்று மிக விரும்பும் சொல்லை துதிக்க வல்லார்கள் துன்பக்கடலுள் துவளாரே. So this pasuram is the Palashruti, where nAchchiyAr is highlighting the benefit people will receive by reciting these pasurams. Basically in this pasuram she is saying that those who are able to recite these pasurams will not suffer in the ocean of sorrow. She suffered in the ocean of sorrow in separation from Bhagavan, but she guarantees that those who recite these pasurams will not go through such suffering and Bhagavan will accept them readily. Let us see the word by word meanings. Villai tolaitha. Villai tolaitha means defeating the bow. Purvatal, one who is having eyebrows which defeat bows. They are so curved that they are more beautiful than bow. Villi Puduvai Nagar Nambi Vittu Sittan Viyankodai. Periyalvar, the leader of Srivilliputturu, her daughter, that is nAchchiyAr, who is having amazing qualities. Viyankodai means one who is having amazing qualities. That Andal, Allal Vilaitha Perumanai. Krishna, who is known to be causing trouble for others, who torments others. That is his greatness. That is what is the main aspect of fame for him. He is famous for causing trouble for others. So such Krishna, and then Ayarpadi Kanivilakai, he is like a Mangala Deepam, very auspicious lamp for Thiruvaipadi, the Gokulam. Such Krishna, Vetkayutru, having desire, Megavirumbum Sollai. These pasurams, which are revealing her unlimited love towards Krishna. These pasurams, these 10 pasurams, Tudikka Vallargal, those who are able to recite and praise Bhagavan using these pasurams, Tunba Kadalul, in this samsara samudram, this ocean of sorrow, Tuvadar, they will not be immersed and suffer in this ocean of samsara, says nAchchiyAr. So finally she ends this padigam saying, those who recite these pasurams, they will not suffer like she did. Just by reciting these pasurams, they will have a better understanding and they will avoid the suffering in samsara. Because of nAchchiyAr's upadesham, because of nAchchiyAr's instructions, if we dedicate to her ourselves and sing these pasurams, then we will not have to suffer in separation like she did. That is the Palashruti for this Padikam. With this, the Padikam comes to an end. As I have told previously, these lectures, simple lectures, are to create a taste in these Purvacharya's divine words. For detailed understanding, deeper understanding, please go through the English translation of our Prabandhams in our website and understand these principles in a better way and deeper way. ஆண்டாள் திருவடிகளே சரணம், ஆழ்வார் திருவடிகளே சரணம், எம்பெருமானார் திருவடிகளே சரணம், பெரியவாச்சான் பிள்ளை திருவடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். பல்லாண்டு பல்லாண்டு பல்லாயிரத்தாண்டு பல கோடி 100,000 பல்லாண்டு திண்டோள் மணிவண்ணா உன் சேவடி செவதிருக்காப்படியோ மோடும் நோடும் பிரிவேன் ஞாயிரம் பல்லாண்டு படிவாய் நின் வளமார்மலில் வாழ்கின் நமங்கையும் பல்லாண்டு வடிவார் சோதி வளத்துறையும் சுடர் ஆழியும் பல்லாண்டு விடவோர் பொக்கும் வழங்கும் அப்பாஞ்ச சன்னியமும் பல்லாண்டே.
KOIL.org has published a variety of Sri Vaishnava Sampradayam books in different languages. A wide range of books covering different topics from absolute beginners to advanced level knowledge seekers are available at books.koil.org. Books can be ordered via email koil.org@gmail.com or WhatsApp. For details, please contact mobile numbers 8220-151966, 9600-595273